Day one of the Diddy trial's over, and here's what happened. I said this morning I didn't think that they would get to opening statements today, but they did this morning. And what came out in court was intense, guys. So here's who's who. The judge is Judge Submaranian. He was appointed by Biden. The prosecution is made up of 8 U.S. attorneys, 7 women, and 1 man. These women include Emily Johnson and Maureen Comey, the same Comey who prosecuted Ghislaine Maxwell and was prosecuting Epstein before he unalived himself. Now, Diddy's defense team is made up of a husband and wife duo. It's Mark and Karen Agnifilo, I believe is how you say it. So jury selection wrapped up around 9 a.m. There was a little scuffle because 7 of the jurors who were excused were black, and the defense said that they were racially targeted. But the prosecution had a good explanation for why each one was released, so the judge said he was good with it. Next came the opening statements, which started with the prosecutor, Emily Johnson. And she said, to the public, he's Puff Daddy, a cultural icon. But behind closed doors, he ran a criminal enterprise. So they're claiming that Diddy orchestrated 20 years of abuse with help from his inner circle, his bodyguards, employees, people who literally set up the scenes and covered things up. The government says these weren't parties, they were his freak-offs. Drug-fueled, violent, orchestrated sex acts held in hotels all over the United States and overseas. Of course, Cassie was allegedly forced to take drugs and perform sex acts with escorts while Diddy watched, and sometimes he filmed these. And if she disobeyed, he beat her. Brutally. Another woman who they're calling Jane says she was chased through a house, slammed, choked, dragged, beaten, then forced to take ecstasy to make it better. The prosecution said jurors would see videos of Cassie being dragged and kicked in a hotel hallway. And they're also going to show recordings from the freak-offs. Now, the defense, they admit it. They admit that Diddy's jealous, that he drinks, that he's violent, and that he has an unusual sex life, but they argue that doesn't make him a trafficker. They say being mean is not a federal crime. The defense said that Cassie sued for $30 million and another accuser sued for $22 million. So they're saying that this is all about money and not justice. And I think it's pretty clear that they're going to do the victim blame game to the highest degree here. Next, we had the first witness, Israel Flores. He was the hotel security at the time of the Cassie stuff. He testified that Diddy tried to bribe him after beating Cassie in 2016. He said Diddy looked at him with a devilish stare and told him not to tell nobody. He refused the money and secretly recorded the hotel surveillance footage on his iPhone so he could show his wife because he didn't think his wife would believe him otherwise. Jurors watched this footage at least 4 times. And then witness 2 took the stand. Witness 2 was Daniel Phillip, a male escort. He testified that Cassie hired him to perform for Diddy, and Diddy gave instructions while he watched. He said Diddy paid thousands for these encounters, but it ended after Phillip saw him drag Cassie by her hair, slap her, and scream at her while she was begging for forgiveness. Phillip also said Diddy took a photo of his license, which he believed was a threat. Tomorrow, Cassie's expected to take the stand, and it'll be her first time seeing Diddy in over 6 years. Y'all, this case is just beginning. Follow me, and I will keep you updated.